in Britain and America, there's a kind of hysteria about President Trump in the media. On the BBC, you know Glenn Beck, the erstwhile shock jock, who's had a kind of epiphany for some reason, and he decided that his previous persona was something he regretted, and he's become a great critic of President Trump. Okay, so he was on the BBC because he was a great critic of President Trump. So we rejoice over the sinner that repents, do we not? So there he was on the BBC as the critic of President Trump. They would never have had him on when he was Glenn Beck as we remember him. But now he has seen the light and he's done due penance and he's a critic of President Trump. He's given a respectful hearing on the BBC. So up he comes, being interviewed about the awfulness of President Trump. Now, you will know, if you know of Glenn Beck, you will know that he's never, ever lost for words. Torrents of words emanate from him the whole time. And the interviewer, who is a respected BBC foreign correspondent, said to him, "So, Glenn Beck, do you actually think that Trump is actually deranged?" And there was a silence. There was a silence, and there was an intake of breath, and I could just hear Glenn Beck thinking, what? What was I just asked? Because whatever you think about President Trump, to say, do you really think he's deranged? Like, come on now, we all know, you know. I mean, let's stop beating about the bush. The man is clinically insane, isn't he? That's the assumption that the BBC makes. And Glenn Beck took a deep breath and said, well, I would not have used that word myself. And then he went on to make perfectly reasonable, harsh criticisms of Trump. Now, that's the BBC for you. And then you look at what the Associated Press, the news agency, the website Powerline reported on this. And it is astonishing, and I must just read bits of this to you. Fox News reported some time ago that American spy satellites had detected the North Koreans loading anti-ship cruise missiles onto a patrol boat. Right? So it's a big thing, further alarming evidence of North Korea's alarming behavior. The Associated Press was not interested in that. What it was interested in was a tweet by President Trump. And it reported thus. It said, Trump retweets Fox report based on anonymous sources. Okay, so anonymous sources, so we don't really believe the report about North Korea. The problem is Trump's tweet, not North Korea. The problem is Trump's tweet. President Donald Trump has retweeted a Fox News report based on anonymous US intelligence sources, despite his Attorney General's pledge to clamp down on government leaks. Just think about that for a moment. Government leaks? Yes, the Attorney General of the United States of America was concerned about leaks from North Korea? I think not. And yet AP twisted it so that President Trump's tweet had gone against his own Attorney General's advice or determination to clamp down on government leaks. Trump has repeatedly complained about leaks of government information to the press. Last week, Attorney General Jeff Sessions vowed a crackdown, arguing such leaks could harm national security. Get your head around this. Trump tweets about the danger to American security from North Korea, and the AP is arguing that Trump has compromised national security by leaking this. I mean, this is crazy or what? And then AP also went on in a different story to equate Trump with North Korea's Kim. He said, the AP said that Trump had tweeted, famously, North Korea had best not make any more threats to the United States. They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen. That was Trump's tweet. And then AP went on to say, if the rhetoric sounded similar to North Korean pronouncements, it was. Here is a look at some past comments by Pyongyang. There then followed 5 comments by Pyongyang, which were equated with President Trump tweeting I will rain down fire and fury on you if you threaten America. Now, I mean, malice, this is beyond stupidity. This is a way of looking at the world which is, it is so twisted and so anti-West as to be almost beyond belief.